Well, howdy ho, Stampers. Deb Valder here, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach, and today I'm going to show you how to do this bridge card. They are so super simple and so much fun to make, and then you just throw them in an envelope and send them out. They are awesome. So today I'm going to show you what we're using. We're going to use the Scenic Route ATS. It is in our mini catalog, which ends at the end of June 2018, so make sure you get that. I do have it in one of our little journey pouches with all of my extra things that I've already cut and ready to go. And also my go-to word favorite is the inside and out, and that is also in that little mini catalog, so make sure you get it ASAP because we're not sure how long that's going to last. But this is such an amazing little stamp set. I use it all the time. It is my go-to saying set now, and it's just a really great set with awesome fonts on there. Okay, so this is the card that we're going to make. Let's get out our pieces. I'm going to show you. Remember, all of the measurements and a free PDF will be on my blog, and all of the links to purchase anything are right below this, so make sure you subscribe to my YouTube video so you don't miss anything. All of the links, like I said, are below to order any of the product that I'm using. Everything is Fun Stampers Journey, so let's begin. The first thing that we're going to start with is a piece of cardstock that's 4 1/4 by 8. Now just remember when you're doing this to cut it down to 8 inches, it's not an 8 1/2 inch. So you can get 2 of these out of 1 piece of cardstock. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to score it with my journey trimmer. And let's just take off our cutting blade so that there is no mistake. I do have to fold out the little arm right here because we're going to go over to 6 3/4. All right, so I'm going to go to my first score is at 1 1/4. All right, so that is right there. And then I'm going to go to 2 1/2, and then 5 1/2, and then 6 3/4. And what I'm going to tell you right now is that that's as hard as this gets. That's it, okay? So a bridge card that is 3-dimensional, so easy to do. Now, all of the, like I said, all of the measurements and a free PDF is going to be on my blog, so make sure you hop on over there and print that off. All right, so now I'm just going to take and I'm going to fold this in. This is the second fold, and then the first fold I'm going to just fold back, using your little crease tool to make sure all of your crease lines are nice and crisp. Doing the same on the other side, so this side is mirrored. All right, so now we have our little box right here, okay? And then the next thing that we're going to do is to add our panels. I'm going to start with the back panel right here. I'm going to use some of my Easy Glide. Okay, that's my back panel. Now here are my 4 panels. That would be this one and this one, this one and this one. Go. Okay, so now we have all of those. The next thing that we're going to do is to take our long black strip, all right, and we're going to attach that to this piece right here, and we're going to use our Easy Glide. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to use my tear tape for this because it is a movable card, and whenever we use a movable or do a movable card, you do really want some extra heavy tape. So I'm going to use my tear tape for this. I'm only going to go over a little ways. I don't want to go over too far. I'm going to put it on both sides. There we go. I love this tape, especially for my movable cards. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this, my bloom tool, and burnish. Okay, now I have those 2 pieces. This is going to go right here, and I'm lining it up even with the side. So this side and this side are nice and even. You could put it up as far up or down as you want. Okay, so what I did was I folded it and I added it to that one. Now I'm going to leave this flat, okay, and I'm going to attach it to this side right here. Oops, let's make sure this is nice and flat, and then just bring that over. If any of it hangs over, all you have to do is just trim it off with your Grand Pro shears here, and you're good to go. There we go. Okay, now we have our little bridge card. Isn't that cute? Okay, now what we're going to do is to take and stamp some of our images. So what we have here are the words, okay, for our back panel and for our front. Take my little piece right here and stamp my words right here at the bottom. Okay, there's those. And then I'm going to take and stamp these words, also again with the black licorice ink. Just centering side to side, top to bottom. Okay, so those are our two pieces that are stamped. Now we're going to add them to our layers. So I'm going to grab my Easy Glide here and add that to this little piece over here on the side. And then I'll grab this little panel with my Easy Glide. And add that to the back. This little card could be just for anything. It's just such an adorable little card. Alright, so I'm just going to lay that in the back, centering it side to side, up here at the top. Alrighty, so there's that part of it. Now stay tuned because we're going to add a little bit of a bow up here. And what I need next is my scrap paper and my little bicycle. So what I did was, you know, when I do things, I always make extras and I stick them in the back. So that's exactly what I did. So you didn't have to watch me stamp and cut. But I did also emboss this little bicycle, which I think is really nice. It just makes it look shiny like a metal bicycle. And then I also stamped on scrap paper and embossed is another set of the flowers, and I cut them out because what I did was I popped it up right on here. I just popped it up to make it look 3D. I thought that looked really cute. So what I did was I stamped and I embossed, and then all I have to do now, I did cut this out. I actually have another one that I cut out that is, did I put it back in here? Yeah. I cut off the ribbons, and I think I'm going to use that one just to show you that you can kind of play with your stamps. So what I mean by that is this one has some ribbons coming off of it, but I decided I would cut this one off. So I left them on this one, and then I just cut them off on this one. I just think that looks really cute. And then I'm going to bring in some of my liquid color. This is something new with Fun Stamper's Journey. It is liquid color. It's a water-based color medium, and I've been using a lot of it. So I just took some different colors. I'm going to take one of my pens, and let's see. I think I will take the small one because these are pretty tiny. Okay, and just add some color to this. So this does have water in it because these are water-based paints. And I'm just going to take and color really fast. Now I don't have to color the bottom one because this is going to go over the top of it. So that's going to make it even faster when I'm coloring. Okay. How pretty is that, and how fast was that? Like I said, this is a really fast card. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take and use our Journey foam squares and pop this little guy up right here. So we don't want anything on the top because it literally lays over here. So I'm just going to put one on this wheel and one on this wheel, and these fit absolutely perfectly. This ATS does not have a die to go along with it. And when I say an ATS, the Fun Stamper's Journey has so many of these. They're smaller stamps. They're called artist trading stamps. And that's what the AT stands for, artist trading. Okay, so right here, we have a whole bunch of them. They're smaller, they're more economical. You just get a lot in that little stamp set right there. So we're going to lay this down. We're going to add our little bicycle. Okay, still black and white, but with a pop of color. Let's grab our small foam squares and add this one to this right here. Okay, we're just going to line up. This is paper piecing. You know I love paper piecing. Okay, so there's that one right there. And now we're almost done. The only thing I have left to do is to, let's put some sparkle silk on here. So I have my sparkle silk right here. I go through this like, oh my goodness, I don't know what. And I add a little bit to one of my little water pens, and I put my sparkle tape around it so that I know that there's no water in here, that it is sparkle. And I'm just going to add some sparkle to my little flowers right here, because that'll make them shine just a little bit. Okay, I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll bring it up a little bit closer. I use it out of my pen when I want very detailed. So if I wanted to add sparkle to my little seat right here, I could do that. To the words, I could actually color around here. If I'm going to use it on larger things, I just use it right straight from the bottle. And from the bottle, it has this little. It looks like nail polish, but don't use it as nail polish. It just has that little nail polish end on it, okay? So there I added my little sparkle, and the last thing to do is my bow. Now I'm going to do a separate video on this, but I will tell you, it is the coolest little thing. I used to always do fork bows, but now I've been doing a lot of finger bows, okay? So let me just show you what I mean by this. If you take the hand that God had given you, and you take your ribbon, okay, it goes with you everywhere, so you don't have to have a fork. You're going to take these two fingers right here and hold your ribbon. Leave a little bit at the end so that you have some to use as your little end pieces right here. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to hold it in my fingers right here. Now depending on how big a bow you want, that's what these two fingers are going to be for. Alright, so I'm going to, if you're not watching this one, make sure you go over and watch my other video, because I am going to do a video on just the bow. Alright, so you're going to wrap it around this finger, you're going to make a figure 8, you're going to wrap it around that finger, then go with this one, depending on how many you want. I'm going to do a triple bow. So that's just one. If I wanted to finish it, I just go over like that, but I want to do a triple bow. I want to make mine small, so my fingers are going to be together. Okay, 1, there's 2, and 2, and 3, and 3, and now we have to cut off this little piece right here. So I'm going to grab my Grand Pro shears. I'm going to leave a little bit of a tail because I still have some cutting to do, okay? I'm going to bring this back because that's my third one. It's going to go into this little V right there, okay? All the way through to the very bottom. All right, so now it's out on the other side. And now what we're going to do is to take this, could have cut it a little bit longer, and I'm going to bring it up and underneath this piece right here. Okay, make sure you watch the video. You can stop it as many times as you want, but it has to go up because it has to cover all of those pieces right there. So what I'm going to do now is just pull as tight as I can. I want to pull it right to the same side as this one so that both of my strings are going in the same direction. Make sure it's nice and tight right there, and then you just slide it off of your hand right here and fluff. And that is my triple finger bow. Isn't that so cute? You can do it with twine, you can do it with any kind of ribbon, It's cuter and smaller when you use just your like thinner ribbons, okay? So not such wide ribbons, but you can do it with your wide ribbons also. I just think it looks so cute, little, like this, all right? And then I'm going to take some of my Journey Craft glue and just put a glob of it right here. Add this on and just let it set there to dry. Okay, there we go. And that's all there is to this card. You know, when I do things in multiples, okay? So I have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but I have 5 cards. Actually, I have 6 cards going all at the same time. I told you this is just a fast, fun, furious, fun card. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. This is the bridge card. It is so adorable. Thanks for hanging in there with me. You take care, have a great day, and stop back soon. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube video and to my blog.